This is part 3 of the TRANSKALAHARI report from Bernard, Petra, Connie and Victor. Looking out from the rooftop tent at break of dawn. Let's check the surrounding area from a bird's eye view. The Nxai River is the northernmost outflow of the 3 main rivers at the Okavango Delta. This is the campsite where our bush campers have spent the last night. And this is the expanse of the Okavango Delta. It may have contrasting characteristics to the arid parts of the Kalahari, but it is still considered part of the larger Kalahari region. Let's head to the Chobe National Park and to the Sibuyu campsite as the final destination for today. The number plate, the water tap and the exhaust turned out to be a bit muddy these days. What about some bird watching for a start? Arrival and check-in at the Chobe National Park. The upcoming rain period was sending already one or the other shower, making the roads quite a muddy experience. Whenever possible, our bush campers tried to stock up on some sunshine. This is the so-called Sibuyu marsh. During the dry season from April to October, the marsh becomes a vital water source, attracting large concentrations of animals. From November to March, however, the marsh transforms into a lush and green landscape, with seasonal flooding and with a rich wildlife population. When searching the horizon, our bush campers discovered an incredible huge herd of buffaloes moving south. There must have been more than 1,000 of buffaloes on the move here. At one of the water holes there was an elephant breeding herd. It is led by the oldest and most experienced female, known as the matriarch, who is typically the mother or grandmother of many of the other elephants in the group. The Savuti area in Botswana includes as well hills and rocks. They rise above the surrounding grasslands, providing elevated viewpoints, one of which our bush campers tried to climb with their Landcruisers. Despite Bernard's best efforts, which included low-gear 4-wheel drive and differential lock at full throttle, it turned out to be impossible to reach the top of this hill. So let's do something else. Have you already heard about the rock paintings from the San Bushmen? I guess not. Okay, so follow me. The San Bushmen have a long history of inhabiting the region of southern Africa and are known for their rich cultural heritage, including their artistic expressions through rock paintings. Okay, I think we have completed our small educational mission for now. Let's move on to the Savuti campsite. As mentioned already, some friends from Austria have joined our bush campers for a couple of days. Let's do a full rotating introduction. So this is Jana, Gunther, Petra, Bernard, Victor and Connie. Oh my gosh! These dark clouds on the horizon don't bode well. Will there be rain or not? But if it's rain or shine, our friends will be fine. Guess what? It turned out to be not just rain, it was heavy rain. But who cares about heavy rain, when you can simply sit it out with a cold and refreshing can of beer? Cheers, Victor. Well done. As the rain turned into a thunderstorm, seeking shelter inside the Landcruisers was not a bad idea.
Waschel nass.
Das hilft.
But even this severe thunderstorm had finally run its course. And in the end, our friends were rewarded with a beautiful rainbow. This is November 25. A cheeky hornbill is begging for some tidbits from breakfast. This bush squirrel was as well quite curious. At the end, the little beast even bit Victor in the finger. Fortunately, Victor survived this sneaky squirrel attack. But let's see what is on today. Our friends will move up northwest, right into the Linyanti area of the Chobe National Park. However, the track is well known for almost continuous deep sand and therefore considered as quite difficult to ride. Good luck, guys.
Guten Morgen, heute 25. November. 21. Wir sind am Weg von Savuti nach Linyanti. Uns in Erinnerung wird auch von vielen Reiseführern entsprechend gewarnt wird vor starkem Sand.
But before entering the danger zone, they spotted a bat-eared fox. It is named after its distinctive, large ears, which serve to detect the faintest sounds of insects they hunt. And here is a Kori bustard, prancing its plumage, which is Federkleid in German, to attract a female mate. Some crenum flowers in full bloom. And finally, some Landcruisers on four-wheel drive, and at full throttle. Full gas now, no fear. But suddenly, our friends Jana and Gunter were no longer following us. Lost somewhere, in this lush green wilderness. Here they are. And already working, to dig out their Hilux. The drone returned, which has been sent out on this search patrol. But it became clear, that Bernard and Victor will have to drive back for helping their friends. And here they are.
Alles gut, na.
Here's some advice. With a manual gearbox, you can control traction of the engine in whatever situation. If you are driving an automatic, however, you need to lock the second gear and disable ESP and ABS. Like this, you should not have problems when driving in deep sand. Finally, Gunter managed to get out from his sand trap and to carry on with Jana to the place where Petra and Connie have been waiting. A couple of minutes later, as well, Bernard and Victor returned safely, while Gunter sent a little prayer to the brave saviors.
Vielen Dank. Vielen Dank.
Arrived at the campsite, overlooking the Linyanti River, and having the Landcruisers already set up for the night. Following the deep sand adventure, everybody was relaxed and happy. And always remember to prevent yourself from a possible dehydration. Cheers, guys! Victor, remember, these cute-looking squirrels are not quite trustworthy. Let's make a short walk and check what keeps our bush campers occupied at the moment. Connie is doing the cooking. Bernard checks on his GPS for tomorrow's track. Jana and Gunter taking a caffeine shot. And of course Victor, shooting footage with his Insta360 cam. The marshland you see here is actually flowing water. It is the already mentioned Linyanti River. It represents the border between Botswana and Namibia into an area, which is called the Caprivi Strip. The river connects into the Chobe River, which in turn flows into the Zambezi. About 250 kilometers from here, it discharges itself into the famous Victoria Falls. Before going to bed, the action cam is getting ready for another sunset time-lapse recording. What you hear is the original sound, produced by a myriad of male bell frogs, which are Glockenfroshi in German. Today, on this November 26, our friends will relocate into a more touristic place called Kasane. Again, I would like to give you some geographical orientation first. We are now quite in the north of Botswana, right below the Caprivi Strip. Kasane is just a little more northeast, very close to the border of Zimbabwe and Zambia. You might have noticed that our bush campers are using a different kind of digital map. What you see here is from a company called Tracks for Africa, which provides detailed cartographical material throughout Africa. This is a more detailed view of the area of Greater Kasane. Beyond public national roads, the map shows all types of minor roads, trails and tracks, including its conditions, whether it is tar, gravel, sand, deep sand, or even completely off-road. So our bush campers were able to enjoy a relaxing breakfast, because they knew already what lies ahead for them. Imagine me and you, I do, I think about you. This arrow-marked babbler was as well relaxed, looking patiently for some breakfast leftovers. I'll try in German. Das ist ein Weißstrickeldrosselheiherling. No surprise for our bush campers that the road turned from this into this. And this. And finally this. Arrived in Kasane, back into civilization. Infrastructure. People. Shopping. Fuel. Tourism and hotels. And a real bed again. Connie and Victor happy.
You and you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together.
You can relax. The green water snake is not venomous. And this jolly fellow next to Connie will for sure do no harm to anybody. Male kudus protect their territory through scent marking. For example, using their scent glands on their neck and face. Are you in the mood for a baboonish baboon session? Great!
And how is the weather? So happy together. We're happy together. So happy
Hey! What is this? Exploring the Chobe National Park on a boat? We definitely should do this. Okay? Again, welcome to the Chobe National Park. This time, seen from the boat. I think there must be quite a number of hippos around here, right?
Barika pila domania, Kian soro de kale, kere wolodi. Tuninga soro maya bela mande. British cross the Lorden Ladne garden am Rotterdam. Virke deine Stadt
Look at this remarkable bird. It's a black heron, and it is well known for its habit of using its wings to form a canopy when fishing. However, still one of the most impressive animals are elephants. They are considered to be the largest land-living mammals on Earth. There was a breeding herd with a number of cute little calves. They were led by the matriarch to get some water at the riverbank.
we heading up.
Near the riverbank, some female lions had a close look at a herd of kudus and impalas. But the two predators were too far away to be a real threat for them. Slowly but surely, as well, this exciting day came to an end. On top of it, our bush campers were rewarded with a wonderful sunset on the Chobe River. Plans for today. We are still here in Kasane, in the northeastern part of Botswana. In this area, four countries almost join in a single point at Kazangula. Here is the northeastern end of Namibia. Below is Botswana. Up in the north, right above the Zambezi River, is Zambia. And below the river border, we can see Zimbabwe. Final destination for today is the town Victoria Falls, named after the world-famous waterfalls located on the Zambezi River at the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe. Just a couple of things to do before leaving. Refilling diesel. To do the shopping. Enjoying Christmas decoration. And Victor trying to look particularly cool while guarding their Landcruisers. Turning left to Zimbabwe. Arrival at the border crossing. Many forms to be filled in. Last check at the gate. Finally, welcome to Zimbabwe. First stop at the historic and iconic Victoria Falls Hotel. It has a rich history that dates back to 1904 when it was built during the British colonial era. The hotel is situated on a wide property overlooking the Victoria Falls Bridge and the dramatic gorge of the Zambezi River. One of the highlights of a stay there is the traditional high tea experience, served on Stanley's Terrace. It is a quite delightful and very British distinguished way to enjoy sweet and savoury snacks in an historic and colonial African environment. But now, my friends, it is high time for some spectacular pictures. May we present the world-famous Victoria Falls. The falls were first encountered by David Livingstone back in 1855. He named the falls in honor of Queen Victoria. However, in the local Tonga language the falls are called Mosi o Atunya, which means, the smoke that thunders, referring to the massive spray and roaring sound created by the falling water. The Victoria Falls are considered to be the largest waterfalls in the world based on its combined width and height. They span about 1.7 kilometers with an average height of more than 100 meters, creating an amazing display of cascading water and mist. What about discovering the falls from a bird's eye perspective? Oh no, not what you think of. Victor's little drone was much too frightened flying over this deep gorge. So they needed to hire somebody with a heavy-duty equipment. So let's board this helicopter. What a thrilling thing to do, especially when it's your first flight with a chopper like this. The white mist you see on the horizon is the only visual evidence from the falls so far. But here they are, finally. What we see here during the dry season are quite low water Victoria Falls, which means only 100 to 200 cubic meters of water per second. During the rainy season, however, this increases to approximately 10,000 dramatic cubic meters of water per second. The pilot did an excellent job, and Connie was overwhelmed by the beauty of the scenery, saying wow. To attract as well golfers, an 18-holes course has been built near the falls. Following a 15 minutes flight, they returned to the helipad. What a thrilling and fascinating way to experience the beauty and scale of the falls from a unique perspective. Vic Falls is also the name of the town, close to the famous waterfalls. The settlement began in 1901 and expanded with the arrival of the railway, and the opening of the Victoria Falls Bridge connecting southern and northern Rhodesia, which happens to be Zimbabwe and Zambia today. Vic Falls nowadays is the principal touristic center for the falls, offering a wide range of amenities and very good infrastructure. There was shopping, ice-cold drinks, electricity at the campsite, washing clothes, green and secure neighborhood, and nothing to be afraid of. So a nighty-night to everyone.